Yo, hello, hello. What's going on? It's been a while. Feels like it's been a while. Every day feels long. Multiple days feel like a week. But let's go. Let's get going here. Quick update on the season if you haven't watched in a while. We are not that good. Having played with a team that was really good, having to play with a team that's not that good again, have remembered how bad I am. I'm not good enough if I don't have a good offensive line. If I don't have a good offensive line, I'm not good enough to win good games. I had a problem with my kicker because he's a freshman. He's terrible. And lost a game kind of because of that, but we put our punter in as also a kicker, so that might be fixed. Recruiting, we've got some offensive linemen. I think we land. I feel pretty good about what's going on. This rebuild is definitely going to be easier because the program prestige. When I went to Indiana, it was a 1 star, so we were already 4 or 5. Exactly. And my coaching prestige is higher. It's all A+ now, so yeah, we got a bunch of recruits coming to this game. I don't remember exactly what last week's score and what the top 25 looks like, so let's go look. And I remember Clemson played Miami. Clemson are now number 2. Big Ten representing here in Michigan. They always do. Sit towards the top till the end of the season. Texas is pretty good. If you remember, I think they were the team. They were the team we beat with Indiana last year in the Natty, and so they've got 5-star. Indiana is pretty solid. We've left them in a good shape. I definitely think Indiana will win, and if they go to the Natty, I'm tempted to play it because it's still my guys. Like if they go to the Natty, we'll see. But Miami takes a big fall. Ohio State keeps working their way up. They weren't getting much respect, but now that team's pretty good. Navy's not too bad. They're in top 10 for now. Penn State, Big Ten, they got to play Ohio State and Michigan. One of them, I don't think they're going to be in the top 10. Army, top 10. A&M just beat Arkansas, so they're alright. Vautech, who's the team we're playing, they just played Middle Tennessee State and struggled. I know they're ranked 12 and they're 4-0 and the prestige is good, but look at the overall. I think we should be able to beat them. And because they're rated higher or ranked higher in our conference, it should be a really good recruiting game. So even though I'm terrible, and I think our team's 1-3, something close to that. LSU took a big drop. They're 2-2. Bama's that first game of the year, I think they lost with their good team. Pitt having a good year. Good offense, I guess. Arizona always in Pac-12 teams that just linger around even though they're shit. Georgia, who beat us earlier. Oregon State, speaking of Pac-12 teams that just linger in our shit. OU's 1-2, 20. Ranked 20. Mississippi State and Florida slowly working up. TCU still somehow ranked after I think they lost. I don't remember who they lost to, but I don't think they're that good. A&M, who I guess isn't bad. Oregon, we mentioned Pac-12. Please reference earlier comment. Iowa State. Had a good year, although Texas just gave them a thrashing. No, we do not want to put Dynasty. Okay. So here we go, I guess. Game with Vautech. Got recruiting all done and everything. I usually jump into it this quick. I think I'll start doing that more often. somehow, some way, either I do the recruiting at the end of the previous stream, or I do it somewhere before the next stream. But on paper, Appy State. Are we at home again too? Like, are all of our games home games? I don't think I did that. Pretty sure I did not do that. But this is game 5, right? So I think we do have like a brutal 5-game away after this, or 4 games away in a row. All Blacks. It's a lot of black. Sometimes I like to do the yellow. That's closer to what I've seen them actually wear. And as much as I hate the A on the helmet and the A on the sleeve, that's what it looks like. We made him wear white shoes last time, and I think it cursed us. I already clicked the A button, sorry. Oh man, is this the battery starting to fucking die again? It's been, what, a week? 2 weeks? I don't know, time's so fucking blurry. But it doesn't seem like it was that long ago when every stream I was fighting. And I was having problems with the battery staying connected. We'll see. As long as I remember to get batteries, I think I got maybe a couple more. Maybe. But if it happens after that, I'll be fucked. Our rushing offense, 117th. And that's mostly because of all of the sacks. The sacks that have taken away from the total yards. Always, like, it always blew my mind at Indiana while we were a higher ranked rush. But then the one year that we won a natty, I think our rush was actually like top 2 or 3. It's the sacks. I try to prioritize a run offense. Everybody on the line has a pretty good run block rating, with the idea that we never have to get into passing situations as much. But inevitably, like, this team is not, I mean, the pass block is like terrible on some people, like 79 or lower. The run block on people is not 99 or anything. It's not dominating, and we are at the bottom of the league table. So get pumped for that, kids. 1 and 3. Pageantry. If anybody gets a fucking interception or a fumble recovery, it'll be a rarity. Because last game, nothing. Nothing at all. Like, defense just got ran over. We did an okay job at stopping them once or twice, but there was so many drives where we have them on 3rd down and long, and then they just fucking go deep, or like, just, I don't even know how to describe the level of failure, ineptitude. Like, the defense is just not fast enough. And this was like this at Indiana too, where we get beat in coverage every fucking time because our guys just can't run with them. There's nothing Heisman level defense or shit. I mean, it doesn't matter. if your guys can't run with them, and that they never make any kind of game-saving tackles either, because they're slow. Once the guy's gone, they're gone. We've given up so many big plays. Here we are. Try to pass it when they don't expect us to pass it and see what we get. That's what we get. Fucking sack. First play of the game. There we go. My, IU gives up a touchdown to Purdue in the opening minutes. Never got to play in that rivalry. I never got to fucking get the bucket or whatever. Old Oak bucket. Some whatever shit. So now we gotta pass it. 2nd and 19. Mother of God. Here we go already. Let's see if we can get Sims on the seam here. Henderson, quick. Rarely gets a chance to run out in the open there, but I didn't have any other choices, so I'm just going to get the ball. There you go. Pretty wide open. I've thrown into a lot worse, as you have seen, if you've watched for many. Let's try to run it. That's what we want to do. That's what this team's built to do. Three yards. That's not much. So inevitably, with like a running game that doesn't work, and then an offensive line that doesn't stop the pass as well, we end up in some troubles. The fact that we got that pass to Henderson to keep it moving, we're all on borrowed time at this point. Maybe this is Seth Henderson's game, though. We had a game where Sims just blew up, and then the lost game where Boyd, not the last game, the last game. Did Boyd have a good game last time, though, against UNC? I don't remember. That's where we need Robert Leafs. The only person in the world that would be able to answer that. Oh, we sneak it in there. We got... or not be able to get those lucky throws later in this game. I can promise A.J. Allen 3 of 3 when he's not on his back, right? I mean, this team just, I guess, has to become a passing team for this year because it's just the running is not, the running game is just not there. And then with the inevitability of getting sacked, we're going to have to run pass play. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I think I just stay focused on the game and we can win. There's Brown getting a little shake, little hip wiggle, 11 yards. Mountaineer man likes it. Daniel Boone, I don't know what you want to call him. The Mountaineers mascot in real life is like a cartoon plush. I don't know if it has a name. I went to the website and was like trying to learn like the fight song, or just not necessarily learn it, but listen to it and hear what it sounds like, and read the like alma mater, and like see, you know, what kind of traditions there are. Do they have rivalries where they're fighting over the, you know, the old biscuit or some shit down there? Battle of the Chicken Biscuit with North Carolina State. There it is. All right. So we throw the ball a little bit. Get them, you know, having to play honest. And then we can run a little bit. And of course, the other thing that might help us next year is having an actual fullback. This is a guy who's not good enough to play tight end, and so he gets to play backup tight end and fullback, and we had 0 fullbacks on the roster. So what I would do if like injury wasn't a concern is I would have my tight end play fullback and use him as some running. Maybe we can still do that. We can put him in as a running play every once in a while. But third and goal now. The thing is we need a good blocking tight end. So if he's not there, I had options at IU a little bit where I could rotate people in and out. Like, okay, this guy who's really good at receiving is in for this series, and then we had a tight end who was really good at blocking. Like, I had options. That's the we need one or more. You heard me. Yeah. I hopefully said it right. Mountaineer man back there, he is definitely hopped up on some fucking moonshine and meth. Ooh, all right, go for it again. No, let's do what I just said. Let's do. I gotta make sure I get the right play. So let's see. Our other full or tight end. I can't put him in because he's already on the field, right? Makes sense. Morales, he could be a halfway decent tight end. We keep talking about wanting to do weird shit and move some of our linemen to tight end. Might do something. Oh, we just gotta get somebody in. Is this dude playing right now? Is he redshirt? Yeah, I can't. There we go. Yeah, Sims is a 70. Beautiful. I form tackle over. Watch, I don't have a dive. I probably don't have a fullback dive in this. We've had so many problems with fullback runs where the guy just doesn't ever come to the fucking ball. Will this happen again? Push it in there, you son of a bitch! Review it! Review that! How is he not in? How? Come on, review it. You know what? I fucking didn't change my shit. God, I don't think that was gonna matter at the end of the day, but I mean, it probably did matter a little bit. I don't have these set. Ay. We haven't had too many pros of drops yet. Keyword. So, my God, here we go already. Giving it up the ghost. Oh my God. 5 yards. They're going to run the ball. They are going to run the ball. We know this. I'm running out of that shitty formation. Yeah, we'll take that. Defense came to play. What's up? The thing about our defense is that we die on passes. We get burnt. We don't get enough. Well, we do get sacks sometimes. We used to get a lot of them, but if they're going to try to run the ball, it might be our day, because I'm telling you, Dickie, Coach Dickie, lives and dies by being able to stop and run the ball. That's what he does. That's why he was brought here the first time. And in that vein, oh, is he in? No, he can't be in there on every play now. Where's Sims in there at tight end? All right, fullback on that. That's coach. We gotta fucking pass it already. Get no yards on the first down run. My God. Fucking stack of people over there. Let's run left. Take five. Take five. Good candy bar. Brown, just a human explosion as those two hit. Kind of staring each other down a little bit. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. I don't think I want it for 5 again. I don't know. Let's try to do this little meshy mesh. Get my tight ends out here in space. If I get enough protection. I guess the one guy's not a tight end. It's Brown. Get upfield, Sims. I should have went X. Either way, we got it. Four for Allen. We almost benched him, and I think at one time we did. We came down to the end of the game. He's the option we gotta use. It's another thing. Dickie likes to come in and just get his guy, get somebody that he recruited. But this guy's just he's not quite mobile enough, but he's a good pocket passer, so I shouldn't complain too much. It's just his offensive line. I wonder, it's also like, I wonder how good am I taking the team down? Would they have done better this year if I wasn't here? Running game is there, I think. This team, like we saw the ratings for Vautech, 83 on is that defense? Their offense was an 81. I don't even remember. But they're putting up so many numbers running the ball. Like, what's up? And they barely beat Middle Tennessee State, but I don't think they're too bad. I think that team is terrible. They might be 500 or better this year. In their weak-ass conference. That was a terrible play on that down. Should just went for a quick hit. 4th and 3. 4th and 3. 4th and 3. Are we in field goal range? It's gonna be a weird angle. I want the tutty. You can't play where the fullback runs out in coverage here. It's a perfect play because Phillips stays in as a blocker. So let's see if we can get Henderson. Oh, that's not the guy I meant to throw it to at all. Phillips makes a major catch. Yeah, I didn't think he was even in a pass route on that play. What the fuck? X was supposed to be... I don't know what happened there exactly. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's just go into that quarter in thinking about that one maybe. No. Let's do that first. I think all those dudes were open over there. But 2nd and 1 feels good to come out on the field as a run play. They have kept him fairly upright. Allen's been throwing darts, though. Vatek better be a little bit worried, a little bit. This was a perfect game to have the recruits to, because I figured we could win it. Games down the road, I don't know. But I saw the ratings, and it was perfect. This was like Michigan State a year or two ago when I was with Indiana. Like, you could see that they were overranked. You were going to have a chance of beating them. And they're not a passing team, which is the thing that my team just can't really defend. So feels good. This is extra country, the song. It's very country. I don't like this play call right now. Oh, perfect, perfect. Audibled and run. Oh, they fucking backed off the line. Shit. No off tackle. Phillips is a beast. The few times that I've got him to actually run the ball. 5 yards there. Take it. We'll take it. Every bit of it. Look at the yards difference. What the fuck, Chuck? Just shift the line next time. That'll help slow up. Oh, alright. That's some next level shit. I do sometimes see that when I see the blitz, but does that work for runs too? Shift the line on a run. Like if I see them stacking a blitz, I'll hit, what is it, left trigger or left stick. But welcome in. Hello, hello. I mean, you're trying to stop the losing streak here. 3 in a row. This team's not bad. I definitely think next year I've got everything coming back and whatever I can recruit. Yeah, just jam the line so you hit the LB and then up on the left stick. Nice, alright. Left bumper and then up on the left stick. Jams the line. Uh-oh. Fucking nothing open. Walked into coverage, or walked into a sack there. Might have been more protection to the right. Alright, fuck. Let's see if our Boyd is on this. Is this Boyd coming across here in this post? Check the Y. Check the Y. Brown on a hook. Yeah, Boyd. Looking you, Boyd. Looking down, Boyd. Was not there. Shit. 4th and goal. I don't even know. It wasn't there with Boyd, so I guess I'll take the field goal here. Haven't had the hiccups with field goals since we moved the punter there, because he's an all-American punter, so why not kick a field goal now and again? We got a freshman that shits the bed. we will miss Malone because we don't have much of a punter coming next year either. So offense is going to be good. Got to be good when our punter's going to be shit. But honestly, most of the time I'm punting, the guys are returning it, like unless I kick it out of bounds. Like, good punters end up kicking it out kicking coverage because my special teams is whack. So we were trying to recruit a bunch of athletes. Hopefully we can start landing some commitments so we can redistribute our points to some other guys, because that was another thing that when I came here from Indiana, that dude stepped out, man. Fuck that. When I came here, I had such a good special teams. I was good at returning kicks and shit, and getting good punt returns. I was getting touchdowns on special teams a lot. This team, the backups and the people that are playing special teams are terrible. There's no depth. Slow. Killed on command. That's good timing. Your player just made a tackle. Good morning. We were doing pretty good, and now things are falling apart because they're starting to pass on us. When they were running, we shut them down, and now all of a sudden they're passing, and they figured it out. They figured out the magic solution there. Just throw it on me, and fuck. Even that one, dude, just looked like he was trying to throw it out of bounds. Trying to get up from bed, not very good success. Well, I know that feeling. I hope I energize you a little bit here. I'm trying to win this game. That'll be a big game if I win this for recruiting purposes. We've got a bunch of visits. We're like, fuck, I thought I had him. Get him, Gav. Alright, 1 yard. If I can hold him to a field goal here. Run it right there. Shit. Easy first down. We just gave it to him. Oh, I didn't see that. What the fuck? Sorry, man. Do I have any restrictions on recruiting? It's just open season. Yeah, we didn't have any house rules here. Yikes. The move, I don't know. It took me so long, to win the Natty at IU on Heisman that I thought coming back here, and I've stacked the ACC a bit, that I wouldn't start doing anything too crazy yet. But when I'm a little more dominant, I feel like when I used to play on pretty much any level below this, even when I played on All-American before I went to Heisman level, I could have won a national championship with this team. I feel like. And so it's not, I guess, it's not hard for me to find a challenge yet still. So oh, there we go. But we got the stop. Got one more down here. QB spy. Let's give it a go here. Yeah, I've been running the 2-man under spy a lot when I think that they might pass. Oh, you son of a bitch. That was me. That was my... I tried to hit stick and my guy just whiffed. Fuck. That was bad. I had it. I was right there. Oh, and then he just fell forward for no reason. I don't get it. I read it right. I knew what he was going to do. I was like, maybe a run pass option. He was going to do some kind of bullshit. Some kind of option out to the side. So just keep contained. Just keep contained. Just stay cool, dude. Stay cool. Oh, you fucking miss. Fucking whiff. Now we're losing. We got time to score. Hopefully if we don't, they get the ball at half. And that could start a chain of events here. Not a good one. Maybe it's this music. I don't know. I'm not feeling this right now. It's decent, but it's just not the mood. Phillips become a pretty good receiver. Maybe he is the tight end next year. He's not a bad blocker. The other tight end, Coach Mack, is a faster receiver. Better for that. So we'll figure this out here. I'll score too fast because they'll get another tutty on me. Our pass defense is fucking Swiss cheese. I mean, it's not even Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese tastes good. This sucks. This is just shit. Fucking weak ass pass. I don't know what that was. Somebody batted it. Year 8 of Flexbone option. Nice. All right. You have to receive any head coaching job. OC. What school are you using? That's pretty awesome. Flexbone option. Geesh. Flexbone. I've tried to put in, like, I used to run a wing T in high school, so I want to have some like especially years when I had a really good recruiting class, like have three running backs on the field, kind of Arkansas hog wild offense. Oh, we got him with the spinorama. First down, baby. James Brown. You know the name. Get up to get down. Alright, we'll try to get back to the running game here. We've still got a lot of time. This really starts to become a fucking Kirk Ferentz offense, which makes me sick. So I was just looking at the uniforms, like kind of Iowa-esque. I'm like, Jesus, what have I become? I hate Kirk Ferentz, but I do love the way that he would recruit like nothing but fucking tight ends. And so you'd have wide receivers that were tight ends, a fullback that's a tight end, 2-3 tight end fucking in the offense. And just be like 8 tight ends on the field. A tight end converted to tackle. This is ridiculous. And that's what I kind of want to do, right? I keep saying I want to get tight ends converted to wide receivers and decent speed linemen converted out to offensive tackle. Lumberjacks in here. What's up, bud? Go Neers. What the fuck is with Wyoming? Nice. 7-7, lost to an FCS team. Ooh. Those FCS teams, though, like Appalachian State used to be one, are can be good, though, you know? Like, not all FCS teams are created the same. You know, if you start playing somebody like South Dakota State, who, you know, had Carson Wentz on it, like, that might not be how the team looked when you first scheduled that game 10 years before that. Tight end converted to quarterback, yeah. Your fucking quarterbacks probably should have been converted to tight end more often than not there. Just didn't know how to run the offense, and I turned it over. Yeah. North Dakota State, alright. Thank you for fact-checking me on that. Is South Dakota State good at anything? Was that basketball, the Jackrabbits, when they did something in the... Maybe that's why I'm confused. Oh, he's getting a little bit sloppier with that pass. We got to get that to Sims quicker. Let him run away from the wall of coverage. There's 2 dudes just sitting there. All right, we got 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Let's run play just to kill clock a little. But, you know, App State, there's like 3 years or so, 4 years in a row where they won the FCS. And one of those years, I think 2007, that was when they beat Michigan, of course. Like, playing that team versus I don't know, like basically Eastern Connecticut or some shit. Is Eastern Connecticut actually in the Division FBS now, right? South Dakota State was 8-5. It's not bad. But yeah, we're moving the ball here. We get this first down. Keep this shit going. We should be able to play keep away so we can still go in with our lead, albeit small. Try to get a fucking first down. This song fucking sounds like Dixie Chicks. I think my friend trolled me. I think he trolled me. We used to, like, there was a couple of songs or an album by this band that we used to just fucking hate and we made fun of. And then he's like, the new one's good, you should listen to it. There's a couple good songs. And there were a couple, like, the first one I thought was the best one. But now, sounds like Dixie Chicks. The Secret. Rod. Hello. All these things. Maddox is in because we just run the hell out of Brown and we get 6. AJ Allen, 13 of 14. We're on Xbox here. How you doing, man? Or sir? Or madam? Sorry. Not to assume. Everybody welcome here. It don't matter. I just, like, such a hard habit for me to just say dude, man, bro. Hopefully never offend anybody. But we're in here. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being in here. Duly noted. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. JK. Hey, thank you. I just like see, like I always appreciate new followers, but when I saw that GIF, I'm like, oh my god, I just want to watch it over and over. Here we go. They got 36 seconds. Are they going to try to go deep? Yes, kinda. Got 3 timeouts, so trying to find people to challenge to an online game. Are you on PlayStation? I'm on Xbox, but I'm trying to figure out that's why. I don't know if you can play head-to-head games, though. I think you can only do dynasties. So, Parham, get up and get him. Oh, he tripped him. Kinda. He got the first, though. I do wish Seinfeld had some current seasons. George with coronavirus. Oh, well, Jerry, because of his, germaphobe. Jerry would just be like, so, like, because Kramer, you know what I mean? Think of that interaction. Wildman Kramer coming in and out, and Jerry being a germaphobe. Like, you're not social distancing. But did I hear that they're making another Curb Your Enthusiasm season? That's good enough for me, right? I mean, if they, and I imagine they will, they usually find a way to get, some of the Seinfeld stars to appear in episodes. Dude, they're carving me up. I've tried to stop them. The only thing that I got working for me is that sometimes the idiot computer, but they've got timeout, so they're going to get 3 points this time. Sometimes I can get them to just run down the field and I won't tackle them until they run the clock out. Oh, come on, please. Killed, you did it! Are you kidding me? I've lost every jump ball all season long. And we finally get one when we need it. Oh, shit. I think it needs to let you permit. Sorry. Sorry, Chuck. That was a big, big play, Kill. That just possibly saved the game. We may win. Otherwise, I mean, we still might have won, but that took points off the board for them. They were going to at least tie the game. Not anymore. Oh, I fucking play a game. This is Heisman. Yeah, this team with weak-ass cornerbacks and shit, losing every jump ball. We got torn up by everybody except Syracuse, first game of the season. First ban ever? You just got timed out. I wasn't banned. Sorry for that. Kill, will you permit him, or I'll do it after this play? Get that, Sebs! We might get a freaking field goal again. Here, I gotcha. Did it do it? Yep. All right, one more play here. First down, first down, first down. Come on. Gonna be Sims. I'm gonna try Boyd. Let's try to send him across the middle. That's not gonna be a first down, but if we do it quick. That's not quick. Someone scripted an episode for this. The quarantine. Oh, yeah. I should imagine with people having so much time that eventually when people can produce TV shows, there should be so much good shit somewhere. Come after that. Okay, don't give up 6. There we go. Someone did Parks and Rec. I honestly trying to think of it, like I don't know what TV shows I've watched since the quarantine started. I didn't really watch a whole lot of them. I watched like a couple episodes of Ghost Adventures. Anytime I sit down in front of a TV, I'm usually watching stuff on YouTube. Which is weird. I watch YouTube on my TV. I watch Twitch on my computer. And then if I'm on my phone watching anything, it's usually like GIFs or memes of shit on Twitter. The first half is in the books. Shall we take some supplements? Catch you during my Zoom. Oh, what you saying? Gotcha. When you're at work, people working, be on a Zoom call for work. I have not worked for a few months. It's hard to believe it's been 2 months already. I did some editing for a friend a month ago, so I guess that was one day. One day. One could say Twitch is work. It has felt like work a little bit. I'm having alright, feeling fun tonight, but the last stream I did, where I felt like, man, I just got to do it. I haven't streamed in a while. And my football team was getting beat. I'm like, this sucks, dude. I don't want to do this. Wake Forest game was the fucking worst. I can do a lot of different stuff, Killed, but what I do for a living is usually writing, copy editing, instructional manuals, training. I can program and build e-learning courses. I can build websites. I can do video. I went to school as a broadcast journalist. I really had hoped that I would be on the radio, so that's why I keep doing Twitch, because it feels like I am doing radio a little bit. And then, yeah, I don't edit any of my Twitch stuff, if that's what you're talking about, specifically like video. I can do it. I'm not bad at it. I'm not bad at graphic design, but like I said, I haven't worked for a while, so I don't actually buy those tools. I usually have them given to me at work, but I'm about to have to go and invest in them so I can help my buddy out and do some work here in the future if I don't have something else. But I've got some things nestled away, so I'm not in any hurry to go back to work, really. Losing is never fun. Exactly. Sports editor from home with limited sports. Make us have to zoom. Oh, yeah. Hey, you're living the life, Chuck. That's what I went to school. I thought I was going to do. I broadcast journalism and print journalism. Like I used to write for Ohio State newspaper. Covered men's volleyball and just general beat shit like the undergraduate student government. And I thought for sure I was going to be on TV. I thought at the very least I'd be on the radio. And then they're like, you could be if you went to a small town. You should go to like Lima, Ohio. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather stay here and I'll just find another job. And that was, I'd use those skills a lot in what I do. It was valuable education to some degree. But I took a lot of classes now, like public affairs journalism, that when I say to people like, oh, I think that's AP style, I don't really care about any of that special shit that I learn. Constant daily stress of whether or not Gannett is going to, yeah. I mean, like, sports writing in general, like, what made me scared to get into it was, at that time, like, blogging and all that stuff hadn't taken off, but, like, the competition as print starts to go away, and it was like, you know, when they talk about job prospects and they say like, this job is a good one, like instructional designer, this job is a good one, like for growth over the next 5 years. Sports Reporter was like flat growth, if not shrinking. Like, oh shit, all my plans changed real quick after I fucking worked at GNC like for 6 months and thought, man, I can't do this. I can't keep fucking like selling this snake oil shit. There we go, defense. -2. Work for a small paper, cover 11 high schools, nice. 1 D1 school. That's, yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like a perfect demographic. Got a lot of stuff going on, different stuff, but not too much. And then you're not dealing with like the fucking major media outlets. Oh, pick that off, please. Thank you. What is going on? These guys are just so bad on offense. Get this. Dixon. Flag. Somebody hit me too hard or what? Somebody clipping? Yeah, clipping. This game loves clipping. But make 10,000 less than I did. Fuck. No oversight and do whatever I want though. Alright. Say small price for your piece. But yeah, I've kept my eye on some of the local newspaper and local radio stations around here to see if I can maybe just be a fill-in. They need somebody to do a fucking radio broadcast one night for football. I mean, I used to do it for our high school basketball team. I played football and baseball. We didn't have anybody at our baseball games, but we had a decent little radio station there. I feel like of all the jobs in the world, like that don't feel like work, that's one of them. Your wife makes money. Well, that's a nice nice thing to bounce off of, I guess. Can afford the money. Yeah, even better. My wife, you know, she does her thing. She doesn't save her money well. She makes decent, especially for her age. Like where I was at her age, I was working 2 jobs. I had to kill. I literally had to kill to get an apartment at times because, you know, first month's rent, last month's rent, and security deposit all due at once. And you're like, this is $1,000 apartment, dude. That's already stupid expensive. That's picked. Fuck. Well, I don't even remember the first interception I threw. Oh, that's at the end of the half. Did you know there is one community college football team in Ohio? Hocking. All right. I know exactly where that is. Hocking College down in near Athens. I'm in Columbus or outside of it. I spend some time in Michigan too every once in a while. Be up there. I can't believe he threw that interception. Everything was going good. Killed, you know I love you listen to you. I love listening to you talk too. I appreciate it. I think I have a nice radio voice. I mean, it's one of those things where if I got to just do that and like prepare for it and, you know, learn what I'm going to talk about, like I feel like I'm really good at doing that. Like App State, you know, like who cares about App State? Well, did you know like Kid Brewer Stadium is what they actually call it now. And the name of it that's on here is a guy that actually left Wake Forest to start App State. And like there's some stories about that. Like and Kid Brewer played football at Duke. Like I learned all these talking points. And you'd be able to go into a 2-hour, 3-hour broadcast and not just say, well, you know, the coach called timeout. The cheerleaders are dancing. Like a little, I feel like that's my job in life is to always give people context. Ever thought about approaching a school who doesn't have a radio stream? Pitch them running a high school broadcast? Yeah. I didn't think about how easy it is really to make the entrance into it now with streaming. Sell ads in school, yeah, it's pretty smart. Yeah, I'm thinking right now, and if something more serious job-wise doesn't happen before that season, if it starts this year, that I'll start getting my ducks in a row. Think about how I'm going to do that. I've got a pretty good video camera, but it's a little bit old, like because it's such a good camera. I got a year or two before the internet was like it's not Wi-Fi or, well, there wouldn't even be Wi-Fi probably at some schools. 3rd and 7 here. But yeah, that's a great idea, Chuck. I appreciate that. Thinking how I can pull that off. I think I need a decent mic that connects to my camera, and I think there's only one because it's a Sony. I've got to get like a special one from Sony because it's 2012 or 13 camera. Fuck, that dude is wide open. The defense, I'm telling you, if we can keep them to running the ball, we can stop them. But when they pass, when the shit opens up, especially when our linebacker, like middle linebacker, is slow as shit. Wow, big drop there. That would have been 6. As a streamer, you need to make content for your stream. That's one of your best qualities. I always like to tell them what's happening. Well, yeah, I mean, I used to do this as a kid in my head, right? Like, I would play these games where, like, no one really knows these people, even in real life. Like, App State, like, no average American, and definitely no one that's not from America, or whatever. Definitely someone who is not native to watching American football. Like, you wouldn't know if these are the real players on this team right now or not. But they also start to take on a life, you know, is like Mueller is the fucking slowest dude I know. He's basically a defensive tackle that plays middle backer. And I remember seeing him as a recruit when I was, you know, doing the things. I didn't want him. And now here we are at the school, and he's on it. Well, this was an idea when I got laid off. Working print media, yeah. Always assuming. Cut a senior who's low on the depth chart. Always say they're grad transferring. That's the stuff that I wish that I could, like figure out a way to do. There are ways that you can, you know, go in and hack this game and edit the game, and you can do some things with like the way transfers would be. Like you could give a guy an extra year, you know, the Russell Wilsons of the world. But then, you know, like you can do stuff to edit their uniforms, and I mean that. I keep wanting to do that, but I really don't know how I would transfer the files back and forth between my computer and the Xbox, and it seems super dodgy. Like, I've invested in a decent gaming computer so I could edit video as well and do other stuff, and I would be fucked if something like ended up happening. Just by USB though? Well, if it's that simple, I mean, that's not that dodgy because my Xbox is already hooked up to my computer through USB. Just using the capture card instead. Started to rain hard, I don't know. Single program. You've talked me down from it being overly complicated, giving me some logic. I just keep I mean, there's barriers to entry, right? And I look at that stuff, I'm like, I don't know. But I would love to. I know there's some complicated ways around having to do a created team like this is, like uniform wise, but some of the other teams have all those expansion jerseys and stuff that are like you cannot, they're non-unlockable, I guess. But with that you can start to trigger some of them, right? Like you can give a school a chrome helmet even though you don't have that uniform that's unlocked with the chrome helmet. Just talking about bed, getting out of bed. Hey, Black Doll, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I don't know how we are still not losing, but we're gonna win this game. Good timing. There we go. 6. Take 6. Apple to the music. Try not to play the same stuff we were listening to. That was not my favorite. Alright, well, running out of time here. WeMod Horizon is a program? Okay. I'll start looking into it more. I keep saying I want to do it. Just throw it, please. Thank you. Alan's getting a little better at not taking that L every time and losing 20. 4 yards. This is where I wish we had Bradshaw in here. Recruit that came over from IU. We redshirted him to just give him an extra year because Brown's so good, but our backup's not that good. First down, Sims. I don't know why I never thought to put him in there before that. doesn't work for Mac, and I don't have a PC, so I can't. Yeah. On the annexation of Puerto Rico. It sound. I'm just not very well tuned into like some pop culture and movies, so it could be an age thing, but I don't know. It might not be. If it's like North Dallas 40 or something, I've watched that movie or so. There's a lot of movies I've watched and my mind has just been wiped until I see stuff. Like my memory is basically visual, or audible. If I hear it or see it, it triggers a memory usually. Otherwise, I'm pretty fucking burnt out too. And there's some wide open there on the hook. Kid football movie based in Urbana. Oh, yeah. Alright, Little Giants. I didn't know it was based in Urbana. That's real close to where I grew up. It's not far from where I am currently. It's one county away. Gotcha, yeah. That's a movie that I remember watching as a young. I was 8, maybe. I need to watch that stuff again. Like I saw it as a kid, and there's always that hidden adult humor in there too that I never got. Makes the movies a little bit better when you rewatch. Wife just came into my office. Why are you still? It's that Corona lifestyle, man. Why am I still up, right? It's really strange that I've gone so third shift. The problem I'm having now is that I'm staying up so late that I'm going outside and doing yard work because it's cool. It's cooler. It's logical, and then I end up sleeping from like 2 p.m. to like 7 at night. Like that ain't helping anything. Oh, yikes. Come on, Brown. Running game getting shut down here. Playing this game. Yeah. I could find a way to stay up without playing the game, but now that my hours are just this way, this is... And also, honestly, as a streamer, I mean, pick and choose when you want to stream, right? But there's a lot of fucking people streaming NCAA now, and this time of day, I have a better chance of anybody who wants to watch it finding me. I mean, in streaming in general, to break up your times. Like Killed is a longtime friend on here, and once asked me to stream like for European people, like try to be more conducive to their prime time, which I worked, so like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Eastern, like that was not a great time. I wouldn't be able to get on until like 10 or 11 o'clock, which is right in the middle of European sleeping. And then this game is perfect time for Europeans in the early part of the day, but they don't necessarily care for football. So it's like, it doesn't even work that. It just kind of, but at the same time, no one in my house is awake. My dogs aren't barking. I've got headphones on. I don't have to have dad ears on. Before I bought my coffee, I'd go to bed by midnight. Yep. Late night is the best. I just like, I mean, I usually watch a lot of other stuff going on that kind of doesn't kind of simmer down until 4 or 5 a.m. I try to time it so it was clever, that, every 4:20 Eastern time I start, and then the whole premise of the stream would be that I'd hit every 4:20 of the American morning, but I'm not that big of a pothead. I can't I can't smoke that much. Like do once or twice a stream. That's plenty. We don't need to fucking. Sometimes I break those rules. I'm not perfect. Oh, we are getting lit up. Anybody, somebody. Fighting you down there, killed. You gotta take them down. Take them down sooner. I need to switch up defensive coverages every once in a while and confuse them. They are just taking it from us. They ain't asking. They just taking it. Buddy of mine was Arc State Dynasty. And all the Arc State, nice. That's a pretty nice. You know, like I've watched Doug's, Coach Doug's or whatever, the Barstool dude, have some involvement with the actual schools, but yeah, keep it local. Arkansas State should have been watching my stream a couple of years ago because they were like ranked number 9 at one point. One of the things I've thought about doing is because you can play any game of any schools at any time, like during the schedule. Like if a school like that is starting to have some kind of Cinderella season, is like maybe trying to play them out, play some of their games. He's a terrible player though. Yeah, 100% agree. He gives me anxiety watching him when he just repeats himself over and over. But at the same time, like, he jumps school. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. I don't like to jump schools so much. He was at Toledo for like a second, and he was, next thing I knew, he was at Wisconsin, I thought. And then, I don't know, is he at LSU already? I think he's highly entertaining. My buddy was into him before he was doing this stream, before he started doing the football, and yeah, I agree, he's hilarious, dude. He's entertaining. But when he plays the game and he repeats himself over and over and over, and his just like webcam on him watching him, it just gives me anxiety. I'm not necessarily nervous about him playing the game. I don't know what the anxiety is. It's just unsettling. My defense right now is unsettling. Like, feels like impotence here. Everybody's here, ready. They're all watching us, and now here's a limp dick right there. Defense can't do shit. They're audibling into something here. QB's gonna run. No, are you serious? He dropped it. They'll still get it. Don't worry. I have a feeling. He wanted Wisconsin. The job never came. Okay, so he never did actually go to Wisconsin. Yeah, I usually, like I said, pop in there and see what's going on, keep track of who he's playing, but I don't always get to watch it very close. I usually find other things to do. Kidding me. What the hell is that? We should have had him. And they catches it, and are they going to go for it? Yes, they are. Or not. Wait, yeah. 6 QB. What the fuck is that? This got a 6 QB? 6 QB. 6 fucking QB, you son of a bitch. I hate that 6 QB offense. There again. Oh, killed. Not quite fast enough. We got plenty of time to come and score. Hopefully. He also got professional tips. That's why he's gotten better. Oh, yeah. Mouge is a ringer, man. Bringing in a ringer to help him out. Anyone would get good quick. Yeah. Schools get involved and monetize the stream. The merch, yep. I play 10-minute quarters. 10-minute quarters because I like to run the ball. There's been games where I would have one possession. I'd have like first half, one possession, that was it. Between me and the QB or the quarterback or what the fuck, me and the computer, they would have the possession like twice and I get it once, and I would be like losing sometimes because of it. But my offense is pro style grinder when it is loud. I think some of the NCAA community is salty about him. Yeah, he never raids anybody in our like circle. But I mean, yeah, there's other people that stream games and make no attempt to try to interact with the community. This community is just it's a little bit harder to do that usually. God, they had the blocks. Get the first. Come on. It's only rated 2 people since I've watched. I was in the Barstool. Yep. And some random hockey guy. Great. Yeah, usually like while he's still got the crowd or the viewers, he'll transfer it over to somebody playing Call of Duty or something. Like even that, it's like then that guy, I don't know. I always change the channel or watch something else before that's over. So I don't know what he does after that. 4th and 1, are you serious? Fuck. What did I just allow myself to get sucked into now? Desperation play. We got this though, we got this. Punt, go for it. Yeah, I think he's done a good thing for the community though. I would be watching if he. Yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence because I was playing it before he did it. Has it brought more viewers? I don't know. I couldn't tell you honestly if I got more viewers because I played it and started just to meet more people, or if I got more viewers because that. I do know that I'm just in a world of shit on this game. Pick that off, somebody. I feel like that could have been that. There's just dudes dancing out there holding hands. I fucked myself. What did I do? Hold them to a field goal. Hold them to a field goal. We got a chance to come back down and tie or win. No big deal. This is not bad. This is not bad. That's bad. Like I just sidestepped one of my best tacklers, but to be fair, best tackler on this team, if it's not one of our defensive linemen, is a pretty low bar. Try something here though. Parham, heat-seeking missile. I had him like, and then I turned players so that I didn't miss a tackle again, and then that's what we got. That's what we got instead. But I'll say that if Barstool Big Cat streaming is what made you come in here as some kind of direct of that chain of events, and I got to meet you, then I'm all for it. Then because I guess from that perspective, I didn't think about people that I've met or streamers that started that I enjoy watching. And I know there's like more streamers. You said that you stream, and I haven't seen yet. But I've really appreciated like the community based on like this game and Marvel's on stream being communities where people are all like friends. I feel like all kind of hang out and chat and just curious about what everybody's doing. I've been the first only communities that I've felt like were communities. Fire Pro Wrestling and TEW a little bit. I haven't played TEW enough to get, people loyal to watching it. It's such a fucking mind fuck to play. You have to. You don't have to, but things should be well thought out. And to sit there and have to book and write and kind of read it back and talk in your head, it's a lot. We just had a chance at a pick, but Clemens broke it up. Field goal job saved for now for Coach Dickie. I don't know. He's been having such a bad season. Would they fire him after something stupid like this? They wouldn't fire me in the middle of the season. Maybe. I don't know. I've never had this problem ever. I've never had a team that wasn't hanging at least around 500 for most of the season. Some residual effects. I've always wanted to play Madden, but that seems to be a little bit too toxic, too troll ridden. And I don't want to say that, it's a vetting system, but this game is not cheap. And then you have to get a capture card. It's like a barrier of entry. It's for some people to say, shit, I gotta pay all this money, I gotta do this just so I can play the game. Like, not everybody wants to go spend $100 or sometimes $150 on this game. Yeah, the Elgato. And so I think that immediately eliminates a lot of young kids, kind of immaturity that Madden brings. Then you'll get some young kids who think they are so smart and clever and like, why are you playing this game? It's so old. I'm like, why don't you go buy a newer version of it then? Or even buy this one. Oh no, you better go buy like 2010 because that's probably even $10 or more now. But I don't know, I want to make it like a classes thing. But I do think the variables and the conditions are very ripe for this game to be a better community, and also for people like me who I'm not super at this game. Like if you did have the ability to play me on here, people might be like, oh, you're not that great either. Like my defense is terrible. My defense is really fucking terrible. So if you gave me a better team, maybe that would help. But at the same time, my defense, regardless of team, is terrible. I'll start switching defenses so it's not so easy to pick my coverages. But if you're good enough to instantly know, oh, that's man, oh, that's zone, oh, that's this, 3-man, I'm dead. $49.99 2 years ago. Price now is insane. Yeah, the Mango, that's when I got it. It was 2018. I paid $40 at GameStop. And now, if you can even find it at a GameStop, great job. Buy it. Go to the fucking, is that a fumble? No, that was a pass, man. Go to yard sales is your best bet. Finding someone like my mom who's like, I don't know what these games are. They're just laying around the house. You never came and got them, so I sold it. I know for a fact I sold my first one. I either gave it back because I rebought it. The first one, the 2013 or 2014 that I originally had, it might have been 2013 because I'd buy them every other year. But I remember, oh, this is going to get me like $4 at fucking GameStop. And I was like, $4 is good. Let's go. Picked. Game over. Are you serious? Shit. Stupid play. Linebackers just sitting there. I tried to guide him, like, use the left stick to say go toward the sidelines. Go left. $20 for it when I traded in. Yeah, at that point I think it was probably starting to become like a collector's edition. People maybe were starting to say, oh, like, I want that game back. I was sitting there one day and I wanted to play NCAA on my Vita. And so I'm like, what's the last game made? Oh, there isn't one that I can play on a Vita. And then someone told me there were still people actively making rosters. And then I'm like, oh shit, are you kidding me, dude? How bad am I? All I do is hit the X button and he dives the opposite way. Like, why does this happen? What should I have done differently? That was the worst. Vita NCAA does exist though. See, I couldn't even find one. And so what someone had said was get a PlayStation 3 and get this game on PlayStation 3, and then you could play remote play with your Vita. I'm like, that's good. Like, I can play outside, play in my bed, I can sit at the table. Like right now, I'm kind of stuck, you know, Vita, like I had a young kid too. Like I can watch her and kind of be more able to react to kid emergency kind of shit. But oh, they just knifed us up. There's 3rd and inches here, but fuck, we had him. There's missed tackles all over the place. This is a fucking disaster. This defense looks like a joke. We're still running a goddamn 3-3. Not even a right. I'm not trying to stack the line, so we're stupid as fuck. Basically it. Alright, just gotta get a touchdown then. Used to be a store manager at GameStop. Nice. Favorite game of all time. Never get tired. I agree. The thing I sometimes get tired of, you can also fast forward. Like sometimes I don't like to do the recruiting. You have to do it when your team is not good right now. Like my team, I don't trust the computer, but you can kind of go on autopilot and just, it's almost interesting. Like, let's see what the computer brings me. Let's see what these guys look like. But here we are. We got a chance to win still. Somehow. Here we go. Allen has thrown 3 picks. Will he throw 4? On the run, he sends a decent pass for once there. Out of bounds. Stupid play. We didn't get any yards. But everything was very well covered there. We got to start forcing stuff with Sims. Oh, I thought he had it. I fucking thought he had it. Alright. Getting dicey real quick. Boy, it is wide open! Do we kill clock? We didn't have a choice. They got us. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I didn't think he would be able to throw it that far. I didn't know if he would get it picked because I told him to lead him with the pass, but he did have the fucking linebacker on him, it looked like. I don't know what that was. Just a hope and a prayer. And now, how good is Vatek's defense? They were cream cheese, not even Swiss cheese earlier. We just needed to heat them up a little bit. Coach Dickie just saved his job. That's all right. That's all right. Take a knee if you want. Now 30 rushes for 84. What a struggle it's been. No lead, fucking no lead plays. Or not lead. Well, what am I saying? No delayed handoffs. No fucking weird mesh points back here. Oh my god! Robert Brown! Exalting to the heavens! Don't take my coach Dickie from me! You're gonna ice me on the extra point. Is that illegal? Is that legal? Ice me on the extra point. Not that they need that timeout or anything, right? You don't need that timeout. I mean, something weird could have happened. Somehow they could have been in field goal range and that timeout could have been useful. I don't even know if you're allowed to do 3 timeouts in a row. Are you in college? Maybe you are. In the NFL, I thought you only were allowed to do 1. You weren't allowed to use more than 1. I might be wrong. Could be wrong. They changed so many rules that maybe I was right at one point. Got me all nervous. I was going to miss the extra point. You can use all you want. Okay. Now that I think about it, I feel like I have in recent history seen somebody use maybe 2. 3? I don't know about 3. But I don't watch every football game that ever happens either, so squib it. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I didn't want to give it the full goose. Should let them run around a little bit or something, but I mean, they only need a field goal, so I'm gonna get too stupid trying to just let that time play out and they somehow get on the other side of the 50. Who knows? Yay, baby. That's a good way to end it. Wilson. Seal it. Wow. That game, in my mind, that game was over like 2 times. Robert Brown thumped it in, but it took a few tries to get 85 yards today. App State shocks. Number 12, Virginia. We'll take it. The recruits were in the house. A clutch field goal early from the punter. Boyd is the man. I'm telling you, he's our young redshirt freshman. He is our number 1 receiver probably next year. Sims is going to hopefully be back. He's a junior redshirt. There's glimpses at times of what could be a really good team. We just beat number 12 Va Tech, but rated only an 81. Chuck, going to go to bed? 6th win? Appreciate you being here for it. See me in 2 hours? I don't know if I'll be here in 2 hours, though. This might be the last game. So I got kind of a late start, last and only game. But said something about possibly raining. I don't know if that's true. That was today's weather report. But yeah, I might be doing some power washing or something. Shit. But definitely appreciate you coming in. Good to meet you. See you in the future, hopefully. And hopefully in the future this team won't be a losing team. Well, there's a whole lot to build off of in this win, other than the fact that that's the #2 ranked game ever there. That our quarterback isn't too bad at times. See how many times he got sacked, though. Offensive line had moments there. 4, that's not terrible. Honestly. Over 4 seems really bad. 4, we can get that less than that? Like 2 or 3? Maybe we don't have that interception. He's scared, you know? He just gets... sees ghosts. Lost 42 yards. Jesus. Big game for Sims. As usual. Logan Crans struggled a little bit. Chris Johnson, the center, gave up 1. Steve Pickens. Dude, I just realized his name. That is horrific. White Settlement, Texas. Oh my God. I don't want to fucking ever look at that. This doesn't seem right. I don't know if that's a legit place. What the history of that shit is, but Mueller had a sack. Are you kidding me? You got up. Hey, dogs help. They ran in. Well, sometimes our dogs are happy to see us. You know, they help. Killed with the touchdown there. Or not touchdown, but interception. Probably one of the biggest plays of the game. Wilson that sack to end it. Dixon had a interception at one point. A pretty good return on it too. It helped us score, I believe. Victor McMahon had a pretty good tackle on 3rd down, I believe, for some point in the game. Parham got a sack as usual. It's insane. This dude's putting up some crazy numbers. There you have it. Somehow, some way, App State gets a win. Man, it feels good. It's been a while. I almost forgot what it felt like. It's been so long. I'm not crying, you're crying. It's been so long. Look at the thumping USC gave Oregon. Oof. Things continue to go bad for South Alabama and Minnesota. Memphis wins, Ole Miss loses, UNLV wins. Whew, yikes. We did it though. Squeaker, Hokies bow out at the end. Well, that makes us feel real good. It doesn't make it sound like we beat them. The Hokies just bowed out. They just gave us a fucking touchdown. You know, I've never watched this. Is there stuff in there that would help me? Notre Dame next. You kidding me? I hate Notre Dame. I can't wait. Can't wait. I hope we don't lose to them. Honestly. That'll be a season. That'll be a low. That'll be a season low. I do believe we should celebrate that. I do believe. That's not funny. That's not funny. Hey, we got commits too! This is probably the best single-handedly, well, yeah, because the first week of the season, we beat Syracuse, but that didn't mean shit. And we had a team that I had not had any input on. It was just what I inherited. Look at what we just got. 3 of the dudes we were throwing big coin at. And our offensive line of the future is pretty much set. 60% of it. We've got a guy on the bench right now, redshirting, he's there. So we've got that. We've got 80%. And then next year, though, we've got the left tackle. Our best left tackle will still be there. So even if we just have him and all these dudes, it's probably not bad. And it's probably better than what we got right now. Anybody else? Nope. We got people ready to visit. And so this is where my recruiting trick comes in. Is that a lot of guys I've been given a little bit of points to are still within reach now that I can maybe max them out. I think I could probably even go after people I've not had any involvement with that are on a low lock percentage. Oh my, we gotta go into Notre Dame. That's fun. I didn't know they were ranked, but that should be even better. Really glad I stacked the ACC before I moved into it. So, let's go into recruiting. We could make a decision after recruiting if we want to play the Notre Dame game. And somehow, like, we're in the lead with this guy. It's so random. Like, why all of a sudden we're in the lead? Because he visited? Was he here for... Yeah, probably. Think about that. He's an 87 throw power, 80 accuracy. We've already talked about this guy either being a middle linebacker. Like, because look at his man coverage, play recognition, pursuit. Everything but the tackle. Which, as fast as he is, I mean, he could play outside backer. I didn't think about that. Because we are in a situation where we need outside backer. Let's look. Kirkpatrick locked us out, so... Take you off the list. They were we were losing by way too much, so... Okay, let's see. So, I mean, we can max him out. He visited, and he visited, and we still went down. That doesn't sound good. We visited, and he still went down. What do you mean we didn't get any... wait a second. Are you serious? You got no game goals, Matt? Oh, that was the game before. He didn't come to this one. Alright, well, he's gone. Maybe that dude is an outside backer. His low tackle percentage is going to be... shudder to think. Let's do this first then. Ready for visit. Let's just take care of business right here. Let's get this figured out. He's got army scheduled. No matter what we do, we get 600. So let's make sure we get him to a game. Yep, good. Brian McNeil, we're somehow still gaining points. So we'll give him a little nudge. Feels pretty good right here with this guy. Notre Dame doesn't have an offer to him. He's been scouted. Yeah, okay. Make sure we know what we're doing. Not sure if I bring him in, can I get him to commit earlier and get those points? No difference point wise, so I can wait. We can wait. I don't have to schedule it right now because obviously he's not going to be visiting this week. We're at Notre Dame. Now this guy, we're losing 125, so I was at 175. This is a perfect example of somebody who was just keeping in the game, keeping close, and now we should be able to jump. Probably got to jump a little more than that. Look how many points we have since I cut that linebacker off too. What am I doing? Yeah, we gotta get him scheduled here. $850 for that visit. Yes. Yes. Need a middle backer, so I need to stop being such a pussy about this and get points. Get them on there. This dude doesn't have any other visits. It's not that fucking good. I'm not giving him any points. I think he'll commit as soon as he visits, so there's no benefit. Wait, we'll deal with that next. Alright, let's just start. No scholarships. Let's see who else is on here that we want. He's losing a lot, but if I start giving him 700 right now, you turn around pretty quick. If we give him a scholarship offer, he'd probably turn around pretty quick. As what? A quarterback? Shit quarterback. I don't think we need him. He's just so slow. I don't think I can plant like maybe middle backer. His hit power and tackle are so bad. Is he big enough to play D line? He's not with that hit power. He's a washed up quarterback, so I think we should cut ties with this guy. Okay. So hard to know what is enough. I know, that's the tricky part, is do I need to spend all those points on that? If we end up having guys that we don't think we can get because of it, I'll go back to it and take a few points because I think he is good. If this guy's any good, it's a 70. I don't know if I should give this guy any points or not. I don't think I should. Let me stop. Those points would be better on the middle linebacker that we were just looking at. Right. What this dude is either. Is he worth anything? 295. I don't know if I want to fight for this dude. Let's look at people that we need. I don't think we need this guy either. Patrick Gary. Not too bad. Sometimes offering him a scholarship's enough to get him interested. James Duncan. Any of these dudes like good enough that I need to worry about not getting them? I haven't even scouted this dude, and we haven't given him any points, and yet he's somehow hanging around still. Maybe a scholarship offer. Halfway decent. Some of these dudes are halfway decent as well. I haven't scouted them, but I'm just going to save the points for the scouting at this point and offer them scholarships instead. Oh, I scouted him instead on accident and find out he's fucking amazing. Alright. Oopsie. Not ready to pull the plug on that. Or that. Yeah, he wants to come here, so... Go. Wilson might be worth it. Jimmy Crowder for sure. Like he's so interested in coming here, and he looks good enough to me. Like, why scout him? I'm just gonna give him the scholarship offer, and then maybe we get pleasantly surprised. Let's see Florida creeping up in there a little bit. Go. Last but not least, Matt Waters. I'm kind of interested in scouting him, but again, it's one of those situations like I might as well see what he is. 82 throw power, 70 accuracy. Jesus. I don't want to give you a scholarship offer for that. Towards the end of the season, maybe we'll do it. we're leading with him. We must have just recently put this guy on our radar. See, North Carolina is just creeping up on us, so we gotta give him like 20 points to stop him. I don't know why this guy's got 15 on him. He's fast as shit. I've got 3 more people I can go search up, but wait, I gotta give more points to these guys. So Matt Waters, no points for you. Fullback, how we doing here? Eric Temple, we're in a dead heat. We're worse. We just had a visit, right? He's doing good now. He's doing good. Let's see what Baltech does. He's got a visit with them, so we gotta gain at least 1,100 points, I would assume, in case he gets that many from them. So we need to be up like another 500 over the course of time. This dude's still holding off Army. What are we gonna do with 2 fullbacks, right? Well, you know what? Last year I had Appalachian State and I didn't have a good tight end in the pipeline, and one of my backup running backs was a good blocker and became a great pass receiver. So I like to have him. We don't have any good tight ends on deck. But you can also redshirt one. So Temple ends up being a year ahead. Henley at bare minimum. We get 1 season as a starter. And we got the fullback situation figured out for a few years. And the tight end scenario, as I cited. Like this dude, I don't know. These are some pretty beat wide receivers that we're possibly bringing in. I don't know what's happening, how Mississippi's still ahead. But there, we'll give some more points to Fisher. We had to drop these points a bit. But they're still gaining. Feels good. So we don't have a visit schedule? Yeah, we do. It's a bye week, and we're going to get an instant 900. This dude could possibly get like 1,100 bonus or so, but I think based on the way the numbers are trending, that 900 will be enough. I'm gaining 100 a week. I should get 10 more now. I should be getting 110 a week. So by the time he visits Florida, we'll be even. And then by the time he visits us, I will hopefully have cut in another 300, 400 points and we'll go above him. I don't know. Rivas somehow just jumped a bunch, but so did Ole Miss. I don't get it. Got a visit. Let's see. Rivas can be a pretty good player for us, and then we'll have a tackle for, you know, redshirting and for a year or two down the road. I think it's always a good idea to have him on backup. And this guy might come along and he can just ride for 5 years and maybe be good enough to play someday. Based on how our lineup was this year. We could have used one of those guys, and maybe some of the dudes playing are those guys. I don't have to give any points to it. I should scout them just to see. because this dude's not that great. 95 acceleration though. He's terrible. I should have gave that 50 points to this guy. Or this guy. Just give the 50 points to him. Fuck. Guards, we've nailed it. We did it. This dude, it's like he's going down in points. Yeah. We really don't need you, buddy. Center, we don't really need him either. So she's a 62. But was this one of the guys that, I mean, he's terrible slow. So we even want this dude on our team? Jesus. We haven't offered him a scholarship. Where's he from? Is he from anywhere important? South Carolina? It's not really important. This dude, we're thinking he could be an outside backer if we really had to. Not with the speed that I am seeing, but let's not waste any points on these dudes until, like, just don't. Vatek just jumped up a whole bunch of points for some reason. Got 1,100 points from the visit. And Vatek went up how much? Like, what happened with Vatek? That they basically, did they just have a visit? No, they didn't. Schedule a visit? So, Jackson points there. The other guy. This dude's worth some points too. He's worth it. It's decent. Just look at the best of what's left. I gotta throw points at that guy if we want him. It looks like we're going to be good enough to clear this, but I don't know, you know? This dude's not too bad. Like, if I just gave him a few points and offered him a scholarship, he might come. Just wait on all that. We're going to have some points next week that I've used on scholarships and scouting. This dude, though, he's got to be all the way. Blake Bentley probably needs to be all the way. Even Patrick Gary, I don't know. Patrick Gary might be worth going all the way. That's too much. I gotta start being a little bit cheap here. That said, since we are winning this guy, I'm gonna drop. I don't know, this is stupid, but anything over 500, I don't think sometimes the other team can go above 500. And they're good players. Everybody wants them. Yep. This guy's a really good one. I'm way behind. Way behind 2,000 points, but this is a perfect example of a guy that I just kept trying. I kept trying and giving him a little bit of points here and there. And I don't know if it's too late, if I'm going to get locked out. But I have that visit scheduled, which I think might open him up at the end of the season. And I can just throw as many points at him as I possibly can. And then this dude's kind of the backup option. And he's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Tackling skills aren't great. But his speed is pretty good. might come back and give him some more points after I see what I've got here. Already gave him some more. It's a pretty big upgrade from what he was getting. This guy doesn't look like he needs any. This guy's doing it. Chris Williams is all about it. I'll have to see what happens after this week, because North Carolina starts eating into that, and they're going to get him on their visit. Wait, these dudes, as soon as we gave them, they committed. Damn, that's big. That's big. Instantly, special teams. Instantly. So much better. Just having these two dudes on special teams somewhere. Interesting. So I don't really need a lot of points then for back at these fellas. This guy's terrible. Okay. He's really, really slow. Oh, it's not very good. I'm not getting points. Let's cut him off this. Cut you out. This dude that we don't even know what we're gonna do with him on our team. He's got shit strength. He's gotta be a quarterback. But look at his play recognition and man coverage and shit. Like, you'd be a decent safety. Or no, I can't tackle. He's too slow really to be a corner unless we're desperate, but he probably started this year. I think he's most likely probably a quarterback. Which we need. Redshirt him next year. He's probably the starters after that. So we'll give him a few more points, but ultimately, I think these points need to go here. Give him his points back. It's Sparty, yo! Hello! How are you? Could go a little bit harder on this dude. I don't need a D tackle. I don't need a DN. I could go hard on that guy. I don't need this many fucking tackles either. They're maxed out. We need to go out and find a wide receiver. It's an 85 in speed. 68 in catching. 74 in catching. Yeah, I mean, like, this guy can play some backup tight end at times. Doing good, just got out of work. Yay. Well, I'm contemplating playing another game here. We just won, amazingly. It was not always looking like a win. It did not seem good at times. Trying to throw these last 75 points. And I think, I mean, we want to try to secure this dude, I think, for sure. 94 speed. This guy's a 98. We need this. I don't know that we're going to get Russell Williams, so I guess we'll have some more points next week to throw around. Got 5 more targets to go get, though. I want to see what those people I just signed get me Right now, they say I've got the 7th ranked 3 4-stars, and I'm a 7th ranked. Wait, I got 5. This says I have 3. Why is it only saying? It says I got 5. Offensive line of the future has now been recruited. Crowder and Tringen, decent sized people. They're instantly going to make special teams better. I think one of them might end up being a starting safety. One might be a receiver, I think. That's not bad, right? Those recruits look all right. I need an outside backer, but honestly, the game tells me I need it. I already have the starter in place, though. See, it says I need one because I'm going to graduate 2. Junior, sophomore, and then that redshirt freshman. Like, those are all people that are going to be able to play right away, so I don't really need it. Punter is terrible. My kicker is terrible. I'm going to go after another punter. I have not won a natty with App State yet. I've just come back here and started the job. I left Indiana after I just won the natty with them. And it took me 4 years to do it. Where's IU? Their recruiting all of a sudden is terrible again? Nowhere. But that IU team is going to be really good for a few years. The recruits that I just left only have 1 2-star. 99 offense. So let's go. Let's see. I'm going to do a search. Probably unreasonable at this point. This first wide receiver. At least 3 stars. $72. All right. 72 options. So we always go for a certain style of wide receiver, usually taller, stronger. We like to use them as just people who can help spring blocks more than anything. But then we got a guy like Boyd who's a freshman redshirt, who's our speed slot. We already got that in place. I don't know if this dude's the dude. Let's just go and see anybody who's really happy to come here, possibly like 6'3". Looks good. Acceleration. Catching's not so good. Catching's not so good. This dude's a 71. B+, B+ isn't bad. Speed. Convert him into a running back, dude. You're not catching the ball so good. Ball carrier vision's shit. I don't think. No. Not jump. Marquise. 6'3". Alright. 212. Good size. Speed. He's carrying. Catching's a D. Acceleration is decent. Seems like a good chance he'd want to come here. Give him a chance. He can decide. Right. All greens like that. And the first one's an A+. I feel like that's good. 6'4". He's only a 60 rated. 60. Go. All B's. He's undersized. No way. Calvin Williams. It's a good name for a receiver, especially 6'4". It's 60 though. I don't think the D. Anything with a D in the ratings on the skill or whatever I'm talking about, the grading for my pitch doesn't feel good. B+, B+, A+, yeah. It's not real great right now. Speed. C in catching. It's better than all these dudes. 4, 5, 8. It's just a 72. 6'2". Spectacular catch. Route running's an A. Carrying's an A. Speed, acceleration. We'll see. We'll see. Anybody else? A+, B+. Like our playing style? Well, you know, playing style might not like you. It is what it is. You can catch, you can run a route, carry. We're gonna see. Alright. I'm gonna stop now with the wide receivers. That's enough. Get a better kicker? No, because I'm not looking at kickers. That won't work, right? Like, the kicker we have is fucking terrible. So, look at the squat on this kicker, bro. What? Eric Edwards. Alright, who's got the better chance of coming? B-, B-, A. Conference prestige. He's already looking at Army, who's in the ACC with us. But BC's in the ACC. Just got the head coaching job at Northwestern. Nice, yeah. That Northwestern on the West Conference or West Division of the Big Ten. You'll be able to get in the Big Ten championship game probably first season, right? Even if you lose 3 games, 3 conference games, because every time I was in the Big Ten with IU, one year they put the last season I was there, it was 7-5 Iowa in the Big Ten championship game. I don't know how they pulled that off, but when you looked at their Big Ten record, it was 5-2 or something, or 6-2 maybe even. They went like 1-3 in non-conference. Try not to get so distracted here, but yeah, so A+, D on the coachability, but that's changing. Like, that's all under the water. I'm here till I win it. Proximity to home. Army and Penn State probably have the advantage there. Virginia Tech's not that close to home. Playing time. He knows he'll be the starter. Alright, now outside backer. Let's find the best we can. Started off at Harvard. Was Harvard a like created team? You have to build them in. I wish I had downloaded more created teams before. Like, people kept saying the server go down anytime. I never really went out there and searched for all the great stuff that people had out there. App State was obviously a created team, and I guess what I kind of did was, of the teams that were out there that were supposed to be in FBS, I went and put them in, and Liberty, and one other, but I don't remember who. But I had to replace teams, so UTEP's not on here. Idaho went down to FCS, so I took them off. I don't remember who else I took off. But yeah, let's see what we got. 23 outside backers here. I mean, this lock percentage is low enough. I don't really care. I mean, sort of. Nobody's interested as of yet. Oof. Coach stability again. Guys are hitting me with that shit. Charles Carrington. Just going through to see if there's anybody who's highly rated, because I can only do one. I might need to go take one of those wide receivers off. It's raining heavy. Oh, we got a little sprinkle of rain finally. We needed it real bad, but it's been hot. Anytime it gets this hot, I feel like it could rain. Wade doesn't like our playing style, but 68. So let me do something else. Let me do something. Yikes. Like I said, we have a starter, like outside backer for next year. It's not a big deal, but we don't have much coming down the pipeline for it. So, oof. Took all of our points off this dude that we had because he was... It says we're only 469 away? Are you kidding me? This is the dude that I couldn't keep up with anymore because... No, it's not. It's not. I dropped this dude. Should I be going back after this guy? Because I'm not that far off. Like, I could still try and get. No, this one I cannot. This one I cannot. Ray Johnson we're not going to get. But this guy, we're only 469 away, so I took him off the list because he didn't have a scholarship even. What? It said I wasn't that far off. I thought I had him on earlier, like a couple weeks ago, dropped him because I couldn't deal with how much he was going to cost. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I think what my conclusion was that I was still losing points, and I could only give him 75 more, right? I'm already losing 110, so I would still be losing 35 points each week, and those above me were going to get visits. So like I'm effectively out on that, right? Cutting my losses immediately is the right thing to do. Maybe I just leave them on here to see how much we go down next week. Maybe I can swing it back around. But then, okay, I just pick up some linebacker, some dude. Maybe we can look for a decent middle linebacker that can be converted. Decisions. Sleepy time music here. Should I give it up? Should I give up the sticks? Come back and do this in a little bit. The other thing we need to do, right? We gotta go look at past week's scores. Need one more. Well, let's look through this real quick and see if there's anything that gives us some excitement. Seeing Indiana get a first place vote excites me a little bit. Clemson's still hanging top here. Michigan beat Northwestern. USC still looking good. Beats Oregon up. Ohio State on a bye. Army's number 6. The ratings substantiate that, but they keep winning. They beat UNC. I could not beat UNC. That's more than I could do. Navy beats Air Force, shuts them out. They're up to 7th now. Pitt jumps all the way up after beating BC. I don't know if they deserve that, but ACC looks tough. ACC looks tough since Army was added. When we look at Clemson, Army, Pitt, 3 in the top 10, and this would not be, well, Clemson. This would not be the schools that I would expect. Maybe Texas loses to OU, goes down far. Must have happened last week. I didn't realize it. Wait, no, never mind. They were 3. They weren't number 2. That's why the top 2 stayed the same. LSU beats Florida. Mississippi State's 5-0. They beat Texas A&M. Alabama keeps moving up slowly. They're 13th. They're just a loss. Miami loses again to Notre Dame. Uh-oh. Miami's not that good as compared to previous years. The defense is still good, but worries me a little bit about maybe Notre Dame would be better than I thought. Georgia beat us earlier in the year. See, they're not that great ratings wise. OU's offense looks pretty legit. They put 37 on Texas, 2-0 or 2-2, but they're in the top 16. Arkansas bye week, they're 17. A&M lost to Mississippi State. Washington State makes an appearance after beating Stanford and going 5-0. Yeah, Notre Dame's all right. There's 95. It's going to be a very tough game, probably, on our pass defense as usual. Not looking forward to upstart Notre Dame team. Like better when they were getting beat all the time. Just felt right. A&M or TCU, well, A&M as well, but it's not the same ranking. Iowa State, all sorts of Big 12 teams here jumping out the bottom. Florida, Vatex still ranked after losing. Tell me we're not in the bottom of our standings for once. Oh yeah, Miami of all teams. Kidding me. Miami's probably overall the highest rated. Notre Dame might be 95. Yeah. Miami's 93. It's second highest. Let's get the highs and watch. Kyle Allen. Wherever you are, bud. Good job. Got a bunch of touchdowns. Travis Garrett from Bama. Travis Hart takes a little bit of a dive. Did not have a great game. 4 of 8 passing. That's it. John Brown. 250 yards. Well done. Well done. Ball State, Navy wins, Oklahoma 2-2, Michigan State 3-4. UAB gets their first win. Louisiana Monroe undefeated still. UMass takes their first loss. Big game there, I guess. BYU, Tulsa, Kansas ranked. Michigan. Arizona takes the L. I always say it. Pac-12 teams just end up shitting the bed. Oregon State was ranked pretty high. They're out of the rankings now. Buffalo puts a bunch on Western Michigan. Nebraska wins. Penn State, number 9 ranked. Alabama, 13. Syracuse, 4-2. Beats an old ACC team. Syracuse might get back in the ACC this year. If Wake or us or Florida State don't get more than 3 wins. Dominion's 4-1 now. Baylor 1-3 gets their first win. Army 3-0. Liberty 3-2. Akron takes their first loss. Kent State stays perfect. San Jose State's 4-1. It's like the program has turned around. Powerhouse now. Pitt beats BC, ranked number 8, and it's just ridiculous. NC State, Notre Dame, Mississippi State's still undefeated. Georgia, number 15th ranked. LSU edges out Florida. UCF. Marshall's still undefeated. Rice is still yet to win. Western Michigan, Colorado State Got a pretty good squad so far, 5-1. UNLV 1-4. Illinois gets the beat down over Southern Bama. And Florida State loses to Maryland. Florida International. SMU wins. Memphis. UCF or USF. USF is still yet to win. Minnesota loses, so Iowa can get its first win. Minnesota's pretty bad. Louisville is 1-4, but they gave Clemson a solid match. Number 2 team in the country. Vandy beats Ole Miss. Washington State, number 19. We're unranked before that. USC still undefeated. How long will they stay? I'm telling you, the Pac-12 teams just shit the bed. Miami, Ohio beats all on Central Michigan. South Carolina, New Mexico State. Did I say Old Mexico? New Mexico State yet to win. Temple gets their first win. Cincy might have a winning record for once. Long time. BG wins 2-3 now. UCLA beats Cal. Cal is 0-5. Team just a few years ago was getting ranked all the time. You know what I mean? Jesus, itching for the fight. Are we? Are we itching for the fight? Guess we doing it. This is probably my favorite kit combination of this team. Sometimes I wear white shoes. Sometimes wear the Mountaineer logo on the helmet. I don't know, something about it looks a little more elegant. It's harder to see what it is on there. But it's like old school some way. I don't know. Let's do it. This ain't gonna be an easy game. I do not like my chances. I do not like my chances. Alright, take supplements, right? Get loosened up, stretch out. That weak offense, 93 in points, 123 in rush. Notre Dame likes to run it. Looks passing's not the big point. Their passing defense is also better than their rushing defense, so maybe this stacks up for us. It's another one of those situations where maybe just like Vatek, that we have the right, counter punch for them. But, the difference between the two teams is also about 10 points in overall rating. So, the fact that Vautech kept dropping passes, I don't think that's going to happen either. But I'll be damned if I'm not going to sit here and take some supplements. Do I have something to drink? No? Fuck. Some bottled water has been sitting here for a questionable amount of time. Gotta go killed, alright. Sorry, your net is crappy. It's another reason why I kind of have to stream at this time, because my family is awake and using the computer and using the internet during the day. And my wife works from home, so a lot of times I don't know if I came up here and streamed if it would even, like, sometimes probably be buffering really bad. Alright. Should play the fucking App State fight song for you real quick while we're sitting here. Always a winning, always a grinning, always a feeling fine. You bet. I think that's how it goes. Back to my very early morning music. Sorry for that. I was looking at the lyrics earlier because I put it in the Discord, but I had never not heard the song. I assume that you might not have heard it either. Alright, we win the toss, yo. Or no, we haven't won the toss yet. Do Notre Dame's have tails? No. Mascot does kind of have tails, I guess. Oops. No wind. Alright. Nice day here in South Bend. Looks late evening. Is this a national game? Am I on NBC? Bob Costas? Is it you? Can I demand that Howie Mandel commentate this game? What was that little... They just couldn't decide who they wanted to take the kick? I was holding on to the guy as the lead blocker. James Brown gets 15. First play of the game. Much better than last game. Started with a 9-yard loss on a sack. Brown calling for it. Where you can get in the hole, tiptoes into a 1-yard. Pick up 7. Nice run there after the catch. Simmons had a linebacker on him, so as soon as he got the ball, he was able to wiggle it a little bit. Let's go. 3-man front. We're away from the dudes with the stars. Go. Cut back. There we go. Brown has had a hard time getting running. Just tiny little chunks. Little tiny, just teeny chunks. Phillips has been pretty clutch when we've called on him. Gets us another 7 there. Plays some fullback for us. Has run the ball. Averaging about 5 yards a carry, I think. Comes out of the backfield for that one. Oh. Maddox breaks off a tackle and gets 4. Tough run there. Right, this is like horror film music. I don't know what's going on. So far, the Notre Dame defense letting us pass. Giving us a welcome, kind welcome here. Gotta get it on him before the guy gets him. Perfect. Chris Sims is so good. I don't know what to do if he graduates early. We will be in a very, very bad, dangerous, dark time in terms of our fullback and tight ends. I mean, we're still going to use them. It's just the way we play. But they're going to be so low skill and awareness. Doesn't seem like it's going to work out for us. Just take what they give you. Take the 3. Take the 3. Another slow hoeing for the running game. Oh, are you serious? That dude, was that an amazing catch? Was that a little bit of a... I mean, it's Notre Dame, they got good players, like athletes, right, I guess, but I did not expect that. He's probably gonna run that back. Everything was going too good. Oh my god, a one-handed fucking pluck out of the air. Ah. That's a kick right in the dick. Coach Dickie, don't even talk to him. Just tell him, dude. Just point at the field. Just like, dude. Oh my God, everybody just went to sleep. The play kept going and going and going. Classic. We've seen it. We've seen it over and over this year. That is this defense. Try to blitz into the run and then I miss a tackle. That was real fast. Holy shit. Well then, here we go. This might be a blowout. Tech gets back on the winning track. Well, if we can keep that interception from happening, it would be a tie game. So we've got to keep up the scoring because that might be a blowout if it's me versus their offense all day. Oh, are you serious? A fucking pick? That was supposed to be an fucking touchdown, I thought. Underthrew it a bit. It took too long to get there. God damn it. They baited me into it. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. Chase him down from behind, and now he gets 15, 14. God damn. On a fucking dime, dude. My dude was... That's the stuff that pisses me off, is when the player is in the exact zone where the ball is going to be, and then they run out of it. Like, shouldn't they always have some sense of where the ball is? That's how I play football. Wouldn't you know, like, oh man, if I stay here, I can fucking pick it off. Holy shit. This is a perfect storm right now. As bad as my defense is in the middle of the field, and them throwing some fucking tight end crosses or whatever that was right there, they're scoring really fast. And my team is on the verge of maybe not being able to score. Oh mama. Oh my. It's not good. Not good. Not a good idea to run that. Oh. Man, dude, yikes. Push the wrong button when I want to throw to somebody. Get upfield, boy. Third 4. No, are you serious? That was he was supposed to be running a corner, and he just kept going straight, and the QB didn't. I just pushed the button like he was gonna make his natural break, right? Right as the ball was. We gotta go for it. I mean, kicking a fucking punt here doesn't do shit. At this point, I don't know. I'm like, Sparty not even in here watching. Might just quit this game. I was pure pressured into this. It's getting fucking ridiculous. And he drops it. Yeah, I don't do this very often. You all know it. I'm cutting this one. Viewer requested game and then didn't even stay to watch, so we're getting blasted. I'm up past my bedtime. It's good. I don't want to finish this. It's getting ugly. It's getting ugly. Yeah, that dude hold me at arm's length and just falling down. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. I don't want to play any longer to where it's like I'm cheating, because I feel like I could possibly come back. Right now, feeling the way I'm feeling, like just all of a sudden getting super uninterested in playing this. I'm gonna go and quit it. The next time I play them, I'm probably still gonna get beat. I don't think that's gonna change. It'll happen. It's gonna happen. But for now,